you write down a list of targets, please, I'm allowed to strike, and you write down a list of targets I'm not allowed to strike, yeah, I would just strike everything.
All of them. Not allowed to strike any of them, because, like, war's bad and fucking shit.
It's ridiculous, right? In warfare, it's the ultimate. It's the ultimate combat. You know, it's the ultimate.
In my opinion, when you have fucking robots and shit, man. Now, so why the fuck aren't we using more robots to fucking have wars? Or better yet, send this president and this president to fucking battle and let those two fucking duke it out. That'd be fucking awesome. Could you imagine Mark Carney fucking fighting President Trump over oil or tariffs or whatever, and whoever wins gets what they want? That'd be fucking dope.
So just so if you're jumping on for the first time, government fails to tell the public how to prepare for war almost a year after warning of the threat. So this is not me making this up, right? Now,
this is one of the streamers that got me into try to do this stuff. Give Canada back its fucking voice for the people. Because we're fucking awesome and we need a voice. And we all have something to say.
What I am putting to you guys right now is the United Kingdom is drastically.
And we all should have the right to fucking say it.
I'm going to share with you guys a couple of videos now just to show you how bad things are. So I'm going to do this one first. So let me share this video with you guys real quick.
And how's everyone feeling about this new virus coming out? Think we're going to be locked down, or are they going to keep us unlocked? I think they're going to try and lock us down and implement fucking robots. Because they're fucking assholes like that. I don't know. I wish the government just had more transparency, I guess.
He gets around. He gets around this nowhere photographer. Now he's in northern France, in Wissant, and he's alleging, right? He's alleging that he is following a coach full of migrants being escorted by security.
That's if he's not the one watching.
2.5 weeks ago was to stop migrants getting on the boats, was to stop them coming to Britain. They're not stopping these migrants at all. They're helping them.
So if you guys remember when this first got announced, look guys, and I can't tell the future, I can't speculate, I don't have a crystal ball, I have an 8-ball, it's not that good. And one of the things I said was, this 662 million pounds that we've just given to France, I said to you guys, look guys, I don't know if this is going to happen.
Yeah, it's like Mark Carney sending fucking billions of dollars around the fucking earth, except everywhere where it's needed in Canada.
To actually help migrants. Obviously, I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's what I speculate. I've just asked the 8-ball and he says absolutely. So, here you have an example of a coach, you know, allegedly, reportedly, filled with migrants, being shipped to the northern coast, tailed by security vehicle.
They're facilitating these voyages to Britain, so we've given them more than £1 billion.
Well, if anyone's underwear about the fucking problem over there right now, there's like billions and billions of fucking migrants coming over by fucking paddle boat and fucking rubber dinghies and shit. And once they get there, they're claiming sanctuary and getting to stay there and stuff. So, I feel like right now Canada's on the same road.
I want to be clear on that. I don't
we let a whole bunch of those Syrian people in, and now we're just kind of rushing the fucking immigrant fucking
I'm
thing.
pretty sure police have to have lights on the top. Again, I don't know. I think he's a security guard or whatever.
But as he's pointed out, they could easily have overtaken the bus, they could have stopped the bus, but this isn't what they do. And towards the end of last year, we provided talk. Did that big exclusive from the undercover migrant of the police shepherding migrants on.
This situation is a lot more complicated than people understand. look, guys, and when I talk about so the reason I'm throwing this out there now is because,
see, in my opinion, I believe that they fucking have some sort of contract in their immigrant fucking thing when they move to fucking Canada or that like country that they're moving to. They have to vote for the government that allowed them or passed the bill for them to move in as immigrants. In my opinion, I could be wrong.
Makes sense. It really doesn't.
I like speculating here because that's how conspiracies come to light.
You've got to think of like people want to make money. Yes, people want to make a lot of money. People want to be productive. People want to, and
people will sell their freaking grandmother, their firstborn child to have a fucking billions, trillions of dollars for sure. Sean, you're correct on that one.
I've got some videos to share with you guys. I've got some more videos to share with you guys with alternate opinions. The fallacy, the myth, the fantasy of mass deportations, it's so absurd, guys. I promise you. Mass deportations is synonymous with an all-out civil war.
Someone said they should be allowed to carry knives. Fuck, you should be allowed to carry guns if you're gonna get fucking stabbed in your own fucking country by some immigrant. You should also fucking be able to defend yourself, which Canada doesn't have the right to do. We're just supposed to turn our pockets out and hand them whatever we got. Fuck that. Someone tries to rob me, you're getting knocked the fuck out, buddy.
Okay, first of all, the French police are doing their jobs.
And if you got a fucking knife, I'm probably gonna take it from you and stab you with your own fucking knife.
And it's very... Let me qualify this.
You do have the right to self-defense, but you can only do what they're gonna do to you. So if they're gonna punch you, you're allowed to punch them back.
Because,
but
it's all well and good sat here.
they'll all say, fucking just turn out your pockets and allow whatever's gonna happen to happen. That's fucked up.
I don't mean to be...
The government's fucking weird, man. We should be allowed to defend ourselves.
Be honest. Why should the French police stop these migrants? Why should they? They shouldn't. And if you was a British police officer, okay, let's just forget that. Forget migrants, right?
And that's another problem too. They're coming through France and shit and going into Europe.
So totally separate now. Totally separate. Totally different context.
So kind of like what they're doing with the States and stuff. They'll go into the States and somehow end up over here. Or they'll end up here and then end up over in the States and shit. There's just no real border control, but
and then the dogs want to run off and
is it allowed? Because there's so much money that's being spent on immigration laws and border security and stuff, right? It's kind of fucked up.
Guys, I'm not critical of the French at all. I understand this problem is a lot more complicated than people give it, there's a lot more problems here. Can you imagine if you had like a little French woman? Oh, I am French woman, I have been attacked, and I want this. I don't speak French.
He does the French accent very good. He should move to Canada and become our Prime Minister. Could you imagine Sean de Raven as the Canadian Prime Minister?
We absolutely have. We have got a whole summer of this. Now, put this into context, guys, okay?
You're not Prime Minister, at least a comedian. Fuck, that'd be hilarious. He's got the British accent down pat. I think it's because he's from the UK, though.
So imagine, right? Imagine if the government, and this is how absurd it is, right? This is how absurd it is. Imagine if the UK government wanted to find out what actually happened here. They would say, right, okay, we need to send an investigation. And then they would send an investigation team, right? 10 people, I don't know, whatever. They would send their investigation team to Northern France and they would say, right, okay, can we have a look, what's this? And let's just say that is a police car. The Northern French police would say, oh, well, what road is it? I don't know where that is. Can you tell me what road it is? And then they would say, oh no, we don't know, I thought you would know. And the French police would say, listen mate, we have got like millions, hundreds of thousands of miles of French countryside. Like, you're giving me a 30-second clip of a coach with no vehicle registration, of a vehicle that you're claiming is a police car with no registration. I need to find out, like, please just give me something to work with, because I don't have anything to work with here. So it will go back and forth, there'll be white papers written, there'll be experts, it will cost hundreds of thousands of pounds, maybe even millions, and they'll say, yeah, we've no idea what actually happened. But for you and me, we know exactly what's happening, right? Because listen, ladies and gentlemen, let your eyes tell you the truth. And then the police will write a report because they have to, and it will say, there is no evidence to say this. But it's there, but then the Liberals will say, there's no evidence actually. And evidence is very easy to manipulate.
Holy, that sun's bright out there.
To our national life, other than being a net liability, and who knows, quite possibly entering the criminal underworld.
I don't know, I hope this war ends soon, because the gas prices are getting fucking outrageous. And then the food prices are just getting up there too.
You know, and she's right. We need to...
Howdy chat, if you're just joining, we're watching a live, well, we're live and talking about it. In Canada form, eh?
That's the harsh truth, guys, it really is. It is a harsh truth. Right, I've got another video to share with you guys, and I'm just going to jump over to it now. So if you guys think that mass deportations are going to happen, think again.
It's controlled immigration.
Imagine now going around the entire country and just getting random people, not random people, people who we think should be out of the country. I don't know how that happens without war breaking out or some sort of civil war.
But, like, he literally said it, like, the first 10 seconds, literally the first 10 seconds, the first 5-6 seconds. He's absolutely right. I think I don't know what his name, I think his name's Andrew Gold. He's absolutely right, and he nails it in the first 6 seconds. Just listen to this, guys, alright? Look, he's an intelligent guy, clearly. And he's nailing this. He's saying things that I've said previously.
Imagine now.
The boy just got back from school and took out the doggies. What a good son.
I don't know how that happens without war breaking out or some sort of civil war.
He's right. It doesn't. It does not happen without some sort of civil conflict breaking out. Think about it, right?
My daughter's at community service for high school and such.
Whatever, and they have a policy. And the policy is, yep, we are going to do this. We are going to do this. You think those people are just going to sit there quietly?
I guess it's not a community service or slave labor. It's called volunteer hours for high school. But whatever. Slave labor. It is what it is.
Right? It's going to be...
Right, and this girl, Layla, I think her name is
I'm a firm believer that...
She has got
the fact
no
that they make
idea.
us work and then
She's
tax us
no
for it is
idea
also slave labor. It's just forced a
about
new
how to do
name
this.
as work.
First of all, you've got to stop illegal migrants.
And then if you do
She's
overtime
absolutely
hours, you
right
don't
in
get
that.
paid
She's
at all.
absolutely right. You need to
You
plug
make
the
less
gap,
than
right?
you would if you were working a normal shift.
That's got to stop to the zero.
That's even
What
worse.
Labour's suggesting now is controlled illegal migration.
Can you imagine? We're not going to stop breaking the law. We're just going to control it. Yeah, you can't control it. Okay, we're not going to control it. We're just going to fund it. Yeah, they keep wanting more money. Well, we're going to keep giving them more money.
As long as they can make money, they're going to want more money. And the more money they make, the more money they want.
Listen to the plan. Look,
It's
guys,
a
I'm
never
not being
ending
negative
circle
to
of
this lady.
fucking bastards.
I'm not. 100% I'm not being negative. All I'm doing is pointing out that you've got people who have no idea about logistics. They have no idea about manpower. They have no idea about... I mean, how much experience do you think this lady has, Layla, of conducting a tactical operation? I would say 0. She might have some. I don't know. Yes, I get it. There's going to be people in reform who do have experience. Not as much as me. And I'm saying right now that it's going to be logistically impossible at the scale that's required.
with everything else. And we will have a plan. We'll give them
We will have a plan. We don't have a plan now, but we will. I promise you we will.
a chance to leave on their own accord, and we'll give them a chance to apply for visas or to apply for citizenship. We're not going to just go around knocking on people's doors.
Yeah, I can't even. I'm not even going to share the rest of that video, guys, because the time. My time. I'm just conscious of the time. The video she goes on and she gives some more waffle. It's not going to happen. It's a fallacy. It's a fantasy. Just ain't going to happen, guys. Ain't going to happen. Right, I'm going to jump onto the chat and then I've got more. I've got another video to share with you guys. KK is saying, Sean, it's annoying when they break out the celebrities. Yeah, you commented this earlier. We've got these celebrities, right? Okay, so if you're a celebrity, let's just say you are the world's best actor, right? You're the world's most
So I said it's a never-ending loop. It goes around and around in a circle and never stops. They want to make more money, and then the only way to make more money is tax the people and come up with a new scheme to make more money.
That's what actors are. They are.
It's like the vacuum or the washing machine. They already had a perfectly working washing machine and a vacuum, and then they reinvented it and made it break down and break more often so that they can make more money off it. Right? And then they made a new one, a newer model. And they made one that attaches to your phone and so on and so forth. Clothes are the same way. Everything's a scheme to make more money off the people. It's a never-ending fucking loop that the people seem to be caught in.
It's so ridiculous.
If we all stopped paying or all became more self-efficient, then what are they gonna fucking do? We're not getting money from the people anymore. We're just passing it amongst ourselves.
I don't know what her name is. And Four Paws is saying GB News gives her too much time. And do you know who else gets too much time? Do you guys know who else gets too much time? You guys that are watching on X. Yes, you guys are watching on X. Right, I've only just realised you guys are still watching. Right, listen, I mean no offence. I mean no offence to you guys that are watching on X. I'm going to close you guys down now.
He's figured out how to stream on multiple things. I can barely figure out how to manage this one.
You're most welcome to jump over to YouTube. The chat's
it's probably
open.
got
You're
something to
very
do with my
welcome.
internet,
Please jump over. But I am going to close you guys down on X. I'm then going to go for the toilet. I'm then going to come back and we're going to continue this live stream. So let me close everyone down on X. Hang on. It's not closing down. It's not closing. Oh, there we are. Right, I'm closing you guys down on X. Please jump over to YouTube. I'm Real Rainbow Mod on YouTube and I'm Real Rainbow Mod on X, of course. I'll catch you guys later, if not.
I'm also on YouTube at David Hennessy, We the People.
Saying if they have the money, they want more.
That's me.
And if they get more, they figure out how to make it. Yeah. You
or us.
You can't pay for things. You absolutely can't pay for things. You just have to put your finger in that, you just have to put your safety catch on and say, yeah, I'm not paying anything more. I'm not paying anything. I'm not paying anything anymore.
Exactly.
Tommy is saying
don't pay anything anymore. Just turn around amongst your own people and trade and buy amongst yourselves. Because what are they going to do if you stop paying the government?
Beard mingle. Yeah.
I'm going to tell them.
I've done that for a lot of years. I did that for a lot of years. I had to wear, not turban, but I had to wear, well, I didn't have to. I used to wear a shirt at work and have a big beard and put brown cam cream on my face. But listen, anyway, right, I'm going to go to the toilet. I'll be straight back and we will continue this live stream. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are on right now, it does so much because the British government have failed. They failed to prepare you for war. The local councils have no idea. I'm going to be jumping back on and I'm going to give you guys a quick synopsis of the crime that's been happening in the United Kingdom the last since Friday. I don't know if you guys were on the live stream earlier on this morning. I said to you guys, I said, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I can pretty much guarantee that these criminal attacks, stabby, rammy, shooty, they are happening now by the hour. There's just been another incident in Sheffield. Give me 2 seconds and I'll come back.
Mm-hmm. I think he just went for a pisser break. But yeah. I just said, yeah, if we all start trading amongst ourselves, then what's the government gonna do? They might start paying the fuck attention to us, right? Because logically, if we all start trading amongst ourselves, right, stop paying taxes to the man, right, then logically, they're not getting taxes from it, then they can fuck the fuck off. Or figure out how to tax us some more somewhere else, and we can tell them to fuck off there too. Because they shouldn't be taxing us until we can't afford to live anymore. It's just outrageous and disgusting. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my opinion, I guess. I don't know. I don't think that they should be able to do that.
Thank you for hanging around, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so the crime wave in the United Kingdom right now is unbelievable. Now, I've done a few live streams on this. Hang on. Fred has sent a €2 super. Thank you, Fred, for your €2 super.
Oh, that's cool.
So the crime wave in the United Kingdom right now is so fantastic. It's so fantastic. It's beyond. So there was so this morning, basically, on this morning's live stream, I was talking to you guys and I said, look, and I was talking about the crime wave that's happened since Friday. There've been stabby, there've been linky-uppy, there's been, literally all sorts of stuff. Since Friday, multiple
If you smoke
violence.
marijuana, I'm
What I
doing
said
a
to you
smoke
this
break.
morning
You
was,
should join me.
I can pretty much
Cheers.
guarantee that in a couple of hours there'll be another incident. And guess what? Lo and behold, there was another incident. Two adults in their 30s fighting for their life, and a 17-year-old in jail. Right? That happened a couple of hours afterwards. And then when I was talking about that, I said, listen guys, I'll be back on the live stream pretty soon, and I'll be telling you in a couple of hours, talking about the next incident.
That's kind of the
And
same
then,
thing
yes,
that's going
it
on
turns
here.
out
There's lots
the
of
woman
stabbings
has been shooty
and stuff like
in
that.
Sheffield.
Grapes and stuff like that.
It's at a stage
Down in the States, it's the same
where
thing.
you're looking at these things and you
We're
don't
kind
even
of fucking
you don't
following
even know
in
whether
their
this is
footsteps.
today's-
It's just
is
10
this
times
today's
worse over
gang of
there.
Afghan
Give it a
migrants who
year.
are
It'll
doing
be
that
the
crime?
exact same. We'll be down the
was
shitter
that
just
yesterday?
like
Was
that.
that? You don't even. Your mind boggles.
Difference is,
Your
right
mind
now we
boggles.
still have our
Right,
firearms
let me jump
to
back on
be
track,
able to
guys.
stand up
I've
for
got
ourselves.
two more. Right, do you know what? I've
Once
got
that
two more. I've got one more.
take
Right,
place
let me
and
share
we're
this
not
with you
able to
guys
have
real
our
quick,
guns, we're
okay?
going to be
Because guess
SOL.
what?
And that works for the US
Water,
too. Eventually they'll be coming for
everywhere,
theirs
but
too.
not a drop to drink. Where am I?
Hopefully not,
Right.
but hopefully I'm
So
wrong.
third
But I
day
feel
of
like
water
that's what
destruction
they're about
in
to try and do.
Kent. So the
Take
article
all our
goes
firearms
on,
so we can't defend ourselves.
basically, what they're saying is, from this article in Kent, because people have been drinking more water, the water pipe, it doesn't really matter, right? The water pipes can't cope, and people without water. So, first thing I would tell people always.
Well, it makes
In fact, I don't know if
sense. Might
she's
as well
still on,
start with the
Danielle
water, right?
Danielle, I don't know if
That's a
Danielle
good way to
Trump is
spread
still
that
on,
virus that
but
they
I think
fucking
her
have going
husband
on. I'm
may
gonna let
have
them know
been,
that.
Her husband will probably say the same as me. If you've ever been thirsty and it's really hot, it's not a good thing, right? So, guys, look. Before everything, make sure you have a supply of water, right? Because that's going to be the main thing. And I do believe in the United Kingdom that very soon we're going to have a water failure. Right. I've got another video to share with you guys. I know that was a little wrong. Let me share this.
So I said that'll be a good way for them to spread that virus, all that water that they have to spread out now.
Remember, we are given.
That's like
Britain
ultimate
has
fucking
given the
control right
French
there, right?
$1 billion pounds to stop the boats, right? And what they want
Cause
to
yeah,
do
if you
is
have to
stop
drink the
them.
water because
Okay,
your water
whatever, let's
main's
just deal with
fucking
it.
shut
Let's just
off, well,
accept it.
guess the fuck what? Spread that virus or disease or whatever this rat disease thing is going on right now. What the fuck? That's fucked up.
Look, Labour will obviously point to the fact that they are down, numbers are down on last year, but that is only because under Labour, those numbers last year were at crazy levels, sort of levels that were way out of kilter with how they had been historically. So of course the numbers are going to come down somewhat. I think that
I also said 100% spread rate
significant
at that
surges
point.
across the channel, and this is after Labour has pretty much played every single card that does have.
Because it's true, right? It would definitely be 100% spread. Especially if you're giving everyone those fucking water bottles, right? Whoever's directly in effect of that water main that's shut down, for fucking sure.
When the government proposed this deal of
And then watch the fucking virus numbers just, and then they'll have to lock us down, and then they'll just implement robots in a one world currency.
I'm not making that up, guys. You guys can.
I'll let them know that too.
I'll share with you guys an article in a second. But just consider that in your brains, right? Britain are going to France and saying, hey, and I do have a lot of respect for the French now. I do. It totally changed my, it totally changed the way I think about French. It's just fantastic to be as well. Let me say that to yourself, guys, okay? You are a British politician, right? And you have 662 million in taxpayers' money. And you go to the French, you say, right.
So the government can say it's spreading too
The
fast.
French say no. And you say, right, what about if I give you $662 million a pound? And they say, no, can't. And they say, right, okay, so what you're saying is, if I give you this £666 million, you're going to try. I mean, I'll try for the money, but it's not going to help. Okay, here's the money. Imagine somebody coming out to build you a conservatory, right? I always say that time when about a conservatory. Somebody comes out to build you a conservatory and they say, yeah, we can't do it, your roof line's too high or whatever, or we can't do it. And I say to him, can I just pay you anyway? You can try. And he says to you, listen, mate, it's not going to work. I can't do it. And you say, well, I'm going to pay you anyway. The contractor, of course, he's going to say yes. It's absurd to say that
left in the bank that they
So I said,
yeah.
yeah.
And this is really why actually I think this is going to be an interminable and intractable problem.
They're going to implement the robots after they lock us down. Especially if they decide to start breaking water mains around Canada. They'll definitely lock us down and implement robots in our place. Especially in the trucker industries and big industries like Amazon deliveries and all those FedExes and stuff. Maybe even the mail system, because they're even being assholes, right? Anyone who has a big say, right? I think they're going to try and shut down and implement robots. So, like the Canada Post, they're definitely going to try and shut us down and implement robots. And then just put those people on like a couple time payment a month for groceries and food, basic needs, welfare basically for working people, right?
And it told me
I feel like that's definitely something they'll try to implement for sure.
Well, and that's till the end of 2025, so the number's obviously risen. I then asked how many have left the country, how many have been deported essentially, and it was like, I think it was 7,600, right? So again, in my raven maths, I'm saying, right, okay, so there's like...
It doesn't matter how many they try to deport if there's that many coming in. Or twice or triple that amount coming in, right? I don't think it matters.
175.
Yeah, I think it's all the same thing. You could have a million immigrants come in and only deport one or two of them, or you could have 10 come in
And they
and
thought, right,
only
okay,
deport
how
one.
many,
It doesn't matter.
how many boat migrants are in
Right?
hotels?
Because once they're here and have citizenship, they can just move the rest of their families over. And then their numbers just
It's just shy of
keep going up and
160,000
shit.
people. We have managed to
And
get
then
out
with the
of
government
hotels and put in,
fast-tracking
you know,
work
private-
visas
I-
and
I would
stuff,
assume private
like, there's
rental
already so
accommodation.
many Canadians that can't afford to
Look,
fucking
guys,
work or
I
get to
call
work
these
or
things
living on the
long
street
before
so they're
anyone-
not
and a lot of
comfortable
the time
enough
I
to
call
work.
these things, it's an unpopular
Why aren't you
opinion,
giving
but I'm
those
telling you
people the
guys, before it
opportunities to
happened,
get these jobs?
when everybody was,
Or people
you know,
in
everybody was
rural
outside the
communities up
hotels
north and shit.
protesting, I
Why
was
don't you
like,
try to ship these people down for
yo,
those
where they
jobs?
going?
It makes
You
sense to
close
me.
that hotel, yeah. Where are they gonna go? Where are they gonna go? We want the hotel. No. The first thing you need to do is stop the boats.
I feel like it'd be more expensive to try and take immigrants from the Middle East and stuff to Canada by plane, etc., than it would be to take them by plane from, like, I don't know, Yellowknife or fucking Nunavut or places like that are just rural enough that they can't get to the jobs. But I'm sure they want the jobs just as bad as the immigrants from India and China and all these other places. No offense to you guys, I like all people, but I'm just saying, like, I'm sure it'd make more sense to ship some of our own people from where they are in the country to jobs and potentially house them there or whatever.
A lot of the statistics that you get sent,
I'm not a politician.
and that
I'm
get
just
headlines,
a
you have to
conspiracizer.
unpack these statistics because a lot of them are just not worth the paper they're written on.
I don't really think it's going to wash.
Well, that brings me to my next point. The Labour government and Rob Bates would have us believe, well, relax, lads. 60,000 deportations since we took power.
Yeah, well, that is complete nonsense, and actually, they very, very cleverly ignore the fact that a third of that figure took themselves out of the country without even telling the government, without the government even realising. When it comes to actually those individuals that are deported from the country, 2/3 of them are to European countries, and again, not to the problem countries of Afghanistan, Eritrea, Iraq, Syria, and so forth. And again, that is exactly what this Labour government is doing. They're using sort of abstract data set manipulation to try and pull the wool over the eyes of the public. And unfortunately, the real problem here is we know which nationalities are coming across the channel, and we know that there is a reluctance to actually return individuals to that country. That's why we do need to look at a third country agreement like the Tories were trying, but obviously failed to do. And why we also need to, quite frankly, say to them, no, you're not going to be able to internally appeal our decision to reject the country, because the asylum appeal backlog, not the actual number of initial cases, but the appeal backlog is at record levels now. It's over 200,000 individuals.
You see, I'm watching all these people and they don't really understand the bigger problem. They don't really understand the bigger game. They don't really understand the solution. And look, I'll be quite honest with you guys. Nothing makes sense right now other than there's going to be a conscript army.
Yeah, my
Nothing
fish
makes
love to
sense
eat.
other than that.
I had almost
Right,
200
ladies and gentlemen,
guppies
I'm
in
going
the
to get the
last
last
litter. It was
comments on. I'm
crazy.
going to get some comments on the chat. Swordlord is saying David Lammy can't swim. I don't know if he
No,
can.
I'm sure that's why he
That-
uses those
I
rubber
don't- I
dinghies
don't
that the
know why
East
that's
Indians keep
relevant,
bringing
but
over.
maybe he can, maybe he can't. What does this button do is saying imperialistic Labour gone to the mid-East Africa and forced over block voting. Yeah, it's just getting crazy, right? It's getting absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's okay, don't put... Who's Chloe? Who's Chloe? Sean goes on a banning spree when... No, right, listen, guys, I've been on a few banning sprees, right? And I've been on the banning sprees because we was getting people on the chat.
I don't
who were
plan
just
on ever
arguing
doing the
for the
banning
sake of
spree.
arguing.
We all have a voice in
It doesn't
Canada,
help
so we
anyone
might as well
because people come
fucking
onto the
use it,
chat and
right?
You've got all this bitterness and this arguing.
And
So,
even if you're not
you
from
know,
Canada or
I
around the
have
world,
been on a few blocking
we have
sprees.
voices.
I have.
This is the channel you can fucking use it on, no matter what you got to say.
Danielle, I will absolutely block you. Danielle, I will totally block you.
Block the
Danielle.
shit out you. He's mean. I'm not. Talk what you want to talk. And if it's relevant to what we're talking about, I'll probably bring it up and let people know about it, because, like, it's important to hear the voices of Canada.
But I just shared a video
and around the
for
world.
you guys, and there
Because
are
I think the
people
governments
claiming,
around the
for
world
statement
forget about the
purposes,
people.
reportedly, that the French police are actually escorting these people. So the problem is not just, you know...
See? French people just...
You know, the problem isn't just these,
same with
like,
the States and Canada. We just kind of flip-flop.
these weary people,
you know?
wanting
Mexico,
to find
same
sanctuary
thing.
and safety, and they're trudging their way up through France. No, they're stopping up at bus stations and they're getting put on buses and brought up. Right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to close this down. I'm going to close this down. You guys are fantastic and beautiful and amazing and awesome. I am going to close you guys down, but I'll be back on tomorrow morning at 10. I know some of you guys are not going to be up, and I get that, but please do hit that like button. Please do hit that follow button, guys, because I really appreciate all those likes, follows, subscribes.
That's cool.
Really just appreciate
I like
it.
seeing what's going on around the world, especially in Europe and stuff.
In a few
It's like,
hours,
whatever happens over there, we're soon to follow, right? But yeah,
in a few hours,
my koi guppies are having buddy buddies.
another attack in the United Kingdom, and we will be reporting about that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on that bombshell, I bid you good evening. I'll see you in the morning at 10.
They're being all chubby and stuff. That's the other ones. So that one I like to call it. I'll see if I can show you. I like to call it gimpy because it's all gimpy and such. It was born all gimpy and the other ones were picking on it. But then we decided to put it in the guppy tank, and so far so good. Maybe when it gets a bit bigger, we'll move it out to the cichlid tank. The tail's got a little kink in it. So, maybe this way. Yeah. Tail's got a little kink in it. But, one day she'll move out to the cichlid pond in the kitchen. And then she'll be all cool and calm and collected. But this video is definitely taking longer than an hour. Check this out. Gotta shut the waterfall off. Clamps up there. Once that shuts off, you can see it better. There's cichlid there. Bye-bye, no cichlid. And there's a cichlid there. Those are all goldfish. Convict cichlids. Yeah. Crazy cool. And then we got plants growing up here with the fish water filter. So that we can have fresh veggies and such stuff like that. Because we live in an apartment. And yeah, apparently we can't plant outside because there's not really any place to do such. So we improvised and planted in our fish tanks because we're allowed to have fish tanks. But anyhow, don't forget, if you like my shit, to like, share, subscribe, and do all that crazy bullshit so you can stay on that algorithm. Thank you.